look, there's a minimum threshold of conservatism you have to get the evangelical vote. A couple of weeks ago, when Trump was here in Fort Worth, he asked me to come on stage and to address the group. And I talked about the fact that Trump is pro-life. He is pro-religious liberty. That's enough for most social conservatives right now. What they're looking for is a leader. People feel like they are tired of the status quo, which Ronald Reagan said is Latin for the mess we're in. Most evangelicals feel like we are in a mess, and they're looking for a leader to lead us out of that mess.
It's absolutely true.
I have a question, too, about this, because I've been talking to voters out there, and I've talked to some evangelicals who have corrected me and said, you know, you can say that Trump is not a Christian. You can say he's not evangelical, but he claims to be a Christian. So, you know, who am I to judge whether or not he is a Christian? So what would you say to that?
Well, what I would say to that is when Trump holds up his Bible, most evangelicals get it. He's sending a message. He is saying, though I may not be exactly like you in every way, at least I like you and don't hate you like the current occupant of the Oval Office does. I mean, whenever Barack Obama talks about conservative Christians, he cannot hide his contempt, telling them to get off their high horses and clinging to their guns and their Bibles. People are tired of that, and they're looking like Donald Trump, at least, who will show some respect toward evangelical Christians.
So much so that they don't necessarily want any substance in terms of what he may do on the policy front. They just want to know that somebody will be in the White House who is going to be tough and going to protect and going to fight for America.
Well, let me say this, Maria. I said at the rally with Trump a couple of weeks ago, I said, look, a lot of people may doubt Donald Trump's pro-life conversion, but nobody is even suggesting that Hillary Clinton has had a pro-life conversion. She doesn't claim it. There may be some doubt about Donald Trump's policies. There are no doubts about Hillary Clinton's policies. She will be the most pro-abortion president in history if elected, and I think that's what's motivating evangelicals to go toward Donald Trump. They want somebody who can beat Hillary Clinton, and they think he may be the best option.
That's a fair point. What do you girls think about going into Florida?
I think that the big loser last night was Marco Rubio.
Unbelievable.
And in a major way, if you look at Super Tuesday, he got at a minimum, I think, cleared 18% of the vote in all the Super Tuesday contests, and he hasn't reached that number since then, and he had his two worst showings in Mississippi and Michigan.
What is would he drop out before the Florida contest? I don't think so.
I don't think he will. I mean, if he really wants someone besides Trump to win, he probably should.
Yeah.
But I don't think he will. And I think, you know, we saw him drop like a lead balloon, and people are saying that, you know, he just wasn't true to himself. He lost his way. And I think his authenticity was totally in question.
That's it. As soon as he started cracking jokes and making fun of Donald Trump's sweat mustache, I said, even if that is him, we haven't seen that Marco Rubio until then, and so people don't trust it. They don't believe it.
Yeah,
it's inauthentic.
And what we know right now is that voters want someone who is authentic, who is who they say they are, because they've been so disappointed over and over and over again. And so I think Rubio had little Rubio had a little night, right?
Oh, my
See,
God.
that's stuck. That's stuck.